Greetings, you incisor gliders, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRR-MTG. Very excited. My name is Graham, and today we have a very special pack to open. It's the new Phyrexia All Will Be One.
Hey, Graham.
Collector. What? Oh, yeah. And a very special guest to help open it. It's Becca Scott. How's it going?
Oh, hi, that's me.
Hello. Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Graham.
It's lovely to have you. And you get to open this collector booster of Phyrexia All Will Be One. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast for giving us these collector boosters. Crack away.
Okay, I like to make a loud sound when I open a pack. Will you join me?
What
3,
kind of loud sound?
2, 1. Hi-ya! Oh no. Maybe your sound wasn't working.
This made it sound like a dying goose. I didn't know what sort of sound you were hoping for. What's our first card?
Our first card, I'm so glad you asked, is Blight Belly Rat.
Yay.
It's a foil, 1 and a black for a Phyrexian rat. It's a 2/2 with Toxic 1. Players dealt combat damage by this creature also get a poison counter. And when Blight Belly Rat dies, proliferate.
So it's a bear in black with massive upside.
Yeah, I think that this card is going to see a lot of play. It's a common. Black seems to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally am very interested in seeing what Toxic does.
Yes.
So
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm into the Blight Belly Rat.
Cool.
What do you think of this art?
I like it. It's horrifying in the best kind of way.
Yeah, that is a Phyrexian rat with green goo bursting from its middle. I feel like we are in the sewers of Phyrexia.
Does it have 3 tails?
It's moving so fast. It looks like they're every which way.
It has like mandibles and extra eyes.
I think it would make a great pet. I've heard rats make great pets.
Respectfully disagree.
Okay. Next card?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thrill of Possibility. We all know this one. 1 and a red for an instant at common. As an additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards.
Speaking of art, this is amazing art.
This is lovely.
Inside you, there are 2 Nahiris.
Ooh.
One of them is Phyrexian.
Yeah. The thrill of the possibility of maybe being completed.
I like that she's sort of into it. Well, I mean, that's part of the being completed, but she's like, that seems like a really bad idea. Although, if I was completed, think of all the stuff I could get done. And, I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of errands. I could handle that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be great?
Get those next 2 cards. Uh-oh, I'm completed.
Whoops. Next card.
Cutthroat Centurion. 2 and a black for a Phyrexian warrior artifact creature. Sack another artifact or creature. Cutthroat Centurion gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Wah, wah.
But as a sorcery or just only once each turn?
Only once each turn. Yeah.
Onboard combat tricks.
It's a 2/2, and it's a free sack outlet. So I take back my sad trombone because I've got some sacrifice commander decks, some aristocrats decks that would always look in for other sources of free sack.
I love how this dude has a lance as a right arm, and then in his left hand, well, only hand, he has an axe that looks like it used to be someone else's arm.
That's how they do, you know? Oh yeah, there's definitely entrails hanging there. And a skirt made of entrails, or rather, perhaps a kilt. I like the spiky knee boots made of Phyrexian teeth.
I could see you rocking some spiky knee boots.
Thank you. I was meant to be Phyrexian.
Worrying.
Thanks. Fear me. Sky Scythe Engulfer. 5 and a green for a Phyrexian beast with reach, trample, and it can't be blocked by creatures with flying. It's a 6/5. I opened one of these and it is making it into my sealed deck.
Yeah, we can fly on through there. You just have to get past the Sky Scythe. The what? Don't worry about it.
This is some of the most terrifying art. There is no way you fly anything through this without getting some scrapes. Gonna need to visit the body shop.
Attention passengers, we're experiencing some moderate sky scythe, so we may be slightly delayed on our arrival to the great tree of, I can't remember what the lands are called.
Spooky stuff.
The great tree of spooky stuff.
There's flavor text that can maybe help us. I bet even Skitherix would take the long way around this one.
Ooh, that implies the Blight Dragon is still alive. Good for them.
Secrets in the flavor text. Okay, we've got Necrosquito. 3 in the black. A Phyrexian insect with flying, ETBs with 2 oil counters, and it gets 1/1 for each oil counter. So it's a flying 2/2.
Okay.
But also, whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Necrosquito. So if they don't kill it fast, it gets big. And it's at uncommon.
I love the name Necrosquito. Great work, whoever named that. I mean, it's awful, but good job.
Do you feel like they used to say, yeah, that's a fun joke name for this card that we'll have around the office, and then they realized that that just makes people happy and you need to go with that gut instinct?
I'm confident that's what happened in the Brothers' War with Unleash Shell. 100%.
Absolutely.
So yes, I agree with you.
We're all kids of the 90s, and if you're not, what? What?
Are you a kid of the 90s if you were born in the 90s or like grew up in the 90s?
Grew up.
Okay.
I was young, but I was there.
All right. Yeah. All right. We'll go with that.
I had an NES.
Oh, my friends had an NES. I didn't have an NES.
You could come to my house and play NES.
Yay.
I had that runner one where you're running on the pad and you have to, it's like a precursor to DDR. Anyway.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, next card.
Venomous Brutalizer. 2 green for a Phyrexian Knight with Toxic 3. When Venomous Brutalizer ETBs, you may pay 1 and a green. If you do, proliferate. At uncommon, and it's a 4/4.
There's some really evocative names. Sky Scythe Engulfer, Venomous Brutalizer.
I kind of want to be brutalized by this Phyrexian. I don't know. There's something very sensual about that art. I don't know. I'm calling him like I see him.
Keep your comments to yourself, everybody. Oh, okay. No,
Right?
I get it. You're
Beautiful, intimidating.
right. I see what you're saying.
A horse Phyrexian, like a centaur. Centaurs are the most beautiful creature.
The centaur has a mouth on its like thing. No, I'm with you.
You're also attracted to this Phyrexian?
Sure.
Cool. Just checking. Not just me. It's not just me.
As a supportive co-host, I am also attracted to the Venomous Brutalizer.
Thank you.
Welcome.
This is going well. Swamp. Beautiful swamp. Looks like a spider.
Swamp looks like a spider.
Swamp looks like a spider.
Love the swamp.
Encroaching Mycosynth. 3 and a blue for an artifact at rare. Non-land permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true for permanent spells you control and non-land permanent cards you own that aren't on the battlefield.
You got to get inspected for encroaching mycosynth before you buy a place, because sometimes they'll just paint over it, and then you don't find out until it seeps through the wall.
Yeah, or you just start coughing and you don't know why. You always think you have allergies, but it's just that mycosynth.
Yeah, your doctor's like, do you have encroaching mycosynth in your house? It's like, no, I don't think so.
You should call in a specialist because it encroaches.
Careful. However they might look, they're not human. A step too close and they'll drag you in.
Ooh.
This is credited to Kara Vrist, Resistant Spymaster, who also was mentioned on the Sky Scythe Engulfer.
Who is this Kara?
I don't know, but they're getting around on Phyrexia. I mean, I guess you do need a guide when the land is alive.
Yeah.
And changing all the time.
And hey, as a resistor, you really hope that they're avoiding things by keeping moving.
Let me list all the things that you should avoid on Phyrexia. It's all the things. We've made a comprehensive list. It's everything.
Have fun, editor. Zenith Chronicler. 2 colorless mana for an artifact creature Phyrexian construct at rare. A 3/1. Whenever a player casts their first multicolored spell each turn, each other player draws a card. What do we think?
This is extended art.
Each other player always feels like a commander card to me. Are there enough multicolored cards in the world to make that worthwhile?
This creepy little weirdo seems like something that would definitely be popular in a commander game. I agree with you. Whenever a player casts their first multicolored spell each turn, each other player draws a card. So you just want to be in a monocolor or artifact deck and assume other people are going to cast multicolored spells.
Yeah. A little group hug action.
Why not?
And some fun art. It's a spider astronaut in a kaleidoscope.
Astronaut. Nope, doesn't work. I'm always looking for a portmanteau. Sometimes I can't find it. This is one of those times.
Do you ever get to that place where you're like, I need to stop this. It's hurting me that I'm always trying.
Oh, yes. Often.
But then you get a good one and you just keep going. Norn's Decree, 2 and a white for an enchantment at rare. Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls deal combat damage to you, that opponent gets a poison counter. Whenever a player attacks, if one or more players being attacked or poisoned, the attacking player draws a card. Ooh, it's kind of got a little like goad-ish attack each other vibes. Again, talking commander here.
Yeah.
And just the repeated effect of an enchantment that's like, you attack me, you get poisoned.
That's very cool. This one's from the commander decks, so yes.
Oh, well, there you go. In all the promos, Ajani is the number one thing that you're like, oh no, the lion got completed.
Big cat friend.
Sad day.
I obviously immediately tried to make Norn's Decree into a portmanteau, and it's not even approachable.
Quicksilver Fisher, 3 blue for a Phyrexian Drake, 4/3 with flying. When Quicksilver Fisher ETBs, draw a card and then discard a card.
Quisher.
And we've got some alternate card art here. It's just the blue, white, and black.
I don't know what the name for this showcase treatment is, but it looks very cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I like just the foil. Just give me the foil and I'm happy.
Phyrexia will stretch from sea to sky, across worlds and realities, inescapable and perfect. Okay, is this the Drake saying this? Who's saying this?
That's me saying this.
Oh yeah, right. Becca Scott is right there in very small type.
Yeah.
Huh.
A known non-resistor. Come for me, Phyrexians. I'm waiting.
Just waiting for that venomous brutalizer to show up. What's our next card?
Hi. Okay. Another one. The exact same card again. It's a Quicksilver Fisher. You know the drill.
But this one is in foil.
It's foil, though.
They heard you.
They did.
How did they do that?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Give me that same card treatment, but foil, please. Okay, now, ooh, this is gorgeous. Melira, the Living Cure. Green and a white for a legendary creature, Human Scout at rare. It's a 3/3. If you would get one or more poison counters, instead, you get 1 poison counter. And you can't get additional points encounters this turn. Exile Malaria the Living Cure. Choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into the graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it's like, all right, I'm going down, but I'm saving you.
Nice.
And it's got this super sick foil with the Phyrexia symbol in it.
Oh, this is they call this the oil slick foil, I guess? Oh, yeah, it's got the... Oh my goodness.
It's so satisfying.
That's very cool.
It's like the first time someone opened a foil and just sat there staring at it, moving it in the light for an hour. Yeah, that's what you're going to do when you open an oil slick.
I'll just be here for a few minutes.
Yeah. It really is mesmerizing.
The art's also very cool, but I'm super distracted by how fun this foil treatment is.
Yeah.
It's so shiny.
They found a way to make foil even cooler, and I'm blown away. And Melira is pretty awesome in this.
Oh, yeah. Also, the card mechanically is good, I suppose.
Mechanically, it do good.
Yeah. Watch Wolf plus.
I'm like, what can I build with that? That is a commander for sure. Vran, Executioner Thane, 1 and a black for a legendary creature. Phyrexian Vampire at rare, a 2/2. Whenever one or more other creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This ability triggers only once each turn. So it kind of, it's like a cheaper Sheldred?
I guess, yeah. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, well, yeah.
With a once each turn.
Combine this with the Cutthroat Centurion. that you sacrifice a creature, so then it gets bigger, you drain your opponent.
Ooh,
Do not fear death.
finding the
Fear
combos
failure.
in our Crack-a-Pack.
That's very cool.
That's why you're the pro.
At reading cards. What's our final card?
Urabrask's Forge. 2 and a red for an artifact at rare. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on Urabrask's Forge. Then create an X1 red Phyrexian horror creature token with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil counters on Urabrask's Forge. Sack that token at the beginning of the next instep.
So you get a 1/1, and then a 2/2, and then a 3/3, and it just sort of gets bigger.
Well, it's a 1/1 and then a 2/1 and then a 3/1 and then a 4/1. But if you're sacking it anyway, who cares what the toughness is?
And it's got trample. And if you got Vran out, you're draining your opponent as well.
This is a beautiful card, and that full art and foil treatment
Very nice.
is, very nice.
So imagine put yourself in this scenario where you are drafting with these packs. What would you first pick out of this? As a drafter, what would you first pick out of this?
Gosh, okay.
It's tough, right?
I mean, Malira seems great, but the good drafters tell you don't pick a 2-color card on your first pick.
They do say that, but they just because they win all the time, they think they're so good at drafts.
Right, that's what they think. Okay, I meant it when I said Blight Belly Rat is kind of awesome. I think that black is going to be very cool. Cutthroat Centurion, it seems like sacking will be great. I'm all about the black and green cards, but you know what? If I had to pick a single card, Urabrask's Forge.
I think I'm in on Vran or Vron. There's 2 A's. Vron.
Raw.
Vron. Hello. How's it been? Sacrificing creatures. Really? Oh.
Okay, yeah, you're smarter than me. Yeah, that's the better one.
No, I'm just doing a funny voice. I'm not smarter. I'm just going Vron. Hello.
It
I
seems
need to be
like
stopped.
they both must be dealt with.
I think so.
And perhaps artifact removal is harder to find than removal for 2/2 because I know I opened a couple commons that exiled things for 3 or less. So Urabrask's Forge seems like you don't even have to make any investment or find a way to turn it on. It's just happening at the beginning of combat.
I love the Forge.
Yeah.
No, I think the Forge is a great pick. I think Vron, Malira, Venomous Brutalizer,
You know, the
Necrosquito.
collector boosters are good, it turns out.
Shocking no one. They're full of cards.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
only I could do my arena drafts with the collector's boosters. But everybody else had to take a regular booster pack.
Yeah, that just seems, why not?
Yeah, that seems nice for me.
It's only fair. Well, I guess that's it then for our pack.
I just did my first Crack-a-Pack.
I know. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me, Graham.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching as well. And I hope that you have enjoyed it. And thanks to Wizards for sending us these packs. And yeah, that's it. Please be sure to like and subscribe. YouTube. Yay.
Later, Phyrexian Gators.